Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot, and we're going to be doing another weekly guidance reading. So what do you need to know this week? Any kind of predictions, guidance, anything helpful for this week? And we have here the Sugar Skull Tarot. I'll be using these cards a little bit later into each reading. So I'll show you the four groups, and I am going to be opening up the personal reading slots maybe today or tomorrow for November, and I think I'll put an announcement maybe tomorrow about it in case you're interested in a personal reading with me. Okay, so we have here the four groups. This is group number 1, Amethyst. This is group number 2, Howlite. This is group number 3, Chrysoprase. And this is group number 4, Rose Quartz. I had to put them like this because of the visual, like you couldn't really see the cards in the black, so I had to smush them a little bit like this. Okay, so again, we have here group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. So just take as much time as you need. You can pause the video. And whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 1, which is Amethyst. Spirit, this reading is for group 1, please, and thank you. Just for their weekly guidance, what do they need to know this week? Spirit, you have a starting message for group number 1. What do they need to know this week? Thank you. Amethyst. It looks like you might be asking for some kind of help, assistance, or support this week, some of you, many of you, and being very clear about that with a particular person or situation. So that's the first message. So obviously, if this has something to do with, it could be something like work, could be something with like any kind of friendship, relationship, family situation, that could be relevant. I'll get more information for you. Then we have here the 8 of Cups. Let me get one more. Actually, one more shuffle. Hold on. There it is. Okay. This is a really, really interesting spread. Like, I don't even know what to make of this, so let me just figure it out first. Okay. So this is, I think, showing the week smoothly throughout all of these cards, just like in this spread here. So as I mentioned, yeah, I do think in the beginning of the week, or it even could be today, if you're watching when I'm posting this, it does look like you are being vocal about something. I don't think this is somebody else's energy. I do feel like for the most part this is you guys' energy. There is something that you are being vocal about in terms of like something that has been a struggle for you. The struggle is not going to last, because as you can see with the 8 of Cups, you're moving right along. You're just kind of moving on from that. I'm not sure how big this was in your life. For some of you guys, it could have been something very minor. It could have been like, let's say, for example, it was like a small project or a task or something like that, and you're just gonna move right along, like kind of keep it moving, as they say. Now, others of you, this could have been something much bigger. I have to say it's very split here. So obviously take what resonates, but I think that whatever it was, you're just like, for whatever reason, this week you made up your mind in that moment. This was not something that you thought about before. This was just an unexpected walking away energy where you're saying that you just are finished with it. You're like, I'm done, let me walk away. With the 4 of Wands, I'm getting this card as almost like it's a safety net that caught you. This is meant to catch you and to support you from if you happened to fall off of whatever, like it was here to catch you and save you and say, hey, you're okay, you're supported. So what that could translate to in your lives is that if you did take a risk, or if you did make a decision that you were nervous was going to, like if you did think it was going to be risky and that it was going to You know, like you weren't basically sure where you were going. It was going to result in uncertainty, as you can see with the moon. Spirit is here to say we have you, so don't worry, we have you. There is probably gonna result in a little bit of it could be conflict, it could be just unanswered questions, it could be hassles for many of you in your outer world, but this is actually something that is fitting with your inner world. There's a lot of alignment happening this week for you guys. These are the types of readings, the only kinds of readings, maybe with the exception of like one or two topics, I guess, that are not timeless. So this is specific to this particular week. So if you're watching this way later, in time, you might want to think back like what happened in that calendar week. So the last week of October, first week of November. So yeah, there's some major shifting and realignment happening for you within your energy, within your spirit. This is an energetic realignment. So that's why you're going to be experiencing some clarity, a mental shift, clarity, and a physical shift as well, where you're going to be feeling much more grounded, and I feel even lighter, and a lot of relief as well. And I have no idea what's happening in your life, but I can see here it's a mixed energy of being fed up and then being very relieved, and then also being very firm within your boundaries and your ability to show up. So yeah, just really, again, before when I said it, there's so many situations to take what resonates, it just seems clear that there was some type of struggle within your outer world. I believe there could have been another person involved, but if it wasn't a direct person that you can think of, it might have just been a whole situation. But here, I feel that you're being very vocal. This is, for many of you, it could have been the very first time that you were vocal. Others of you, it was like you were kind of just getting used to it. But this is fairly new. Can you tell us a little bit more? What do they need to know this week, please, for group number 1? So this is a good thing. I will count this as, you know, a win. This is definitely a good thing. It might feel strange to you, especially if you don't know where you're going. For this particular week, you're not going to be worried about that if you're typically a worrier. So yeah, if you tend to kind of worry about the future, have that anxiety, for this particular week, you're not going to have that. You're just going to be really mysteriously calm about it, I think. And I hope that that lasts, because obviously, you know, you are supported. So let's see, what else? And there's going to be, like I said, you know, there's going to be a lot of thought. This is you contemplating things. This is you withdrawing your energy from the people and situations surrounding you and just really kind of doing your thing. A lot of internal reflection, a lot of insight. You know, you're going to be able to see a lot, again, a lot more clearly within and outside of you. So again, it's confirming that you're having this really beautiful shift, okay? I'll pull a couple more from here and then I'll get that other deck. Let's see, what else, please? What do they need to know this week? Anything else? Any helpful hints? Any helpful advice? Predictions? Anything? I also feel like for some of you, if you happen to be creative or like that kind of spark of inspiration, there's a lot of that energy here as well. It's going to creep up on you slowly, and it might fully bloom within the next week or so, where there will be this added creativity, added inspiration. So if you're like a writer, an artist, a dancer, you know, there's like something going on there. But if that's not your thing, it would be the other side of it, where there's going to be inspiration kind of with your creativity, but also, this is kind of random, but they're saying something about your organizational skills. So if you like to do those cute little things with like planners and bullet journals and vision boards and stuff like that, there's going to be something there. Like, I suppose it also could involve like redoing your home and stuff like that, you know, kind of reorganizing things, making it really very pleasant, and making the energy flow really nicely. So that's there. But again, this might take a little bit more time, but it's starting this week where it's stirring. Okay, anything else that they need to know? The Six of Pentacles. So again, same thing. The messages aren't really kind of veering off of the first message, but here they're saying that there's going to be receiving more from the universe, from other people, from yourself, probably because that is the energy you created and you manifested over here, where you were almost like asking for more. That's the first message I got, that you were going to be asking for something. This is not a bad thing. Over here, it might have thrown some of you off because you're like, oh no, I don't do that, or I don't need to do that. But this is a good thing. This is asking for something that was meant to find you, or that it's only fair to ask for. It's only fair that you have that. So whatever that is for you. And again, we have this, it's like a restful energy here with the Four of Swords. And you have 2 9s, 4 and 9 and 9. So yeah, the rest here, I did say something about contemplation. So yeah, there's rest, there's rejuvenation, meditation, again, some type of contemplation just within. This also could just be taking a break as well, just like maybe taking a day off, taking an afternoon, whatever it is, for you that you're able to do this week. And then here, this is really good because that resting of your soul, your mind, your body is able to really give you a boost here when it comes to your happiness, or planning for your happiness, or your prosperity specifically, kind of like standing tall in your own right. I feel like you're really in a healthy way disconnecting from anything else, anyone else that was not healthy for your energy, that was not serving your energy. Here you are recollecting everything. This is just you. This is only your energy, your joy, your independence, your visions for yourself, and it looks great on you, is what they said. There's like the energy of plenty, abundance, this golden beautiful energy. It's very they said healthy like 3 times, so I feel like this is going to be good for your physical health as well. If you've been feeling under the weather, there's like a lot of really bright energy, and this is going to be coming this is on an energetic level first, a spiritual level, which will then extend to physical and mental health for many of you. All right, so yeah, this is really good. Okay, so then let's get the other deck I showed you before, the sugar skull. I don't know if I can shuffle these. This is kind of big. Spirit, what do we need to know, please? Any other messages for group number 1, amethyst? What do they need to know this week? Thank you. The Queen of Swords again. That's really interesting. So you can see it's almost like this laser focus. And here the Queen of Swords got even more confident, okay? Really able to communicate clearly, effectively. And I don't know if this phrase means anything to any of you, but they said something about being taken seriously. So obviously, if that's been a concern for you, that there's a really good energy here of that confidence, and say like, hey, I'm speaking, please take me seriously, kind of thing. Like, not that you would say that exactly, but just that air of, yes, I'm here and I mean business. I'm serious. Okay, what else do they need to know? Anything else? Any final messages, advice? We have the 7 of Wands. I almost forgot what the 7 of Wands was for a second there. And then we have the Moon again. Okay, so this is actually I feel like this is a positive opportunity for you. The 7 of Wands, I do feel like, again, it's similar to before, that you are standing up for yourself no matter what the opinion is of other people. The 7 of Wands typically doesn't look like this. It's typically someone who's by themselves. But here you can see that there's a bunch of other beings, right? And I feel like they're all having an opinion. It's not like a sinister thing at all. I just feel like there's so many other opinions and so many other situations that could be swaying you, but you're just like, no. I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to stand up for me and my beliefs and what I've been working for. And you're going to go forward with that. This is reminding me as well of the Chariot, just with that forward motion, action-oriented energy, very confident. Okay, and then the Moon, like I said before, this typically is something of fear, anxiety, uncertainty, but I actually feel like it's saying that regardless of you not having the answers and just being confused or having a bit of that uncertainty, you're actually okay with it because you're becoming your own guiding light within the darkness, and you know where you're going internally. It's really this internal GPS thing, this internal compass, that you're utilizing or that you're discovering, I think. Any final messages, please? Thank you. Ow, these are pointy. So this is the tower, and this is probably the calmest tower I've ever seen. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of tower cards, but here it really looks quite calm. It looks really put together, and what I'm getting from this card is kind of like someone who's able to see from a very high perspective and see everything below and into the distance. This is the first tower that I'm noticing has stars on it, so I'm kind of getting a feeling of hopefulness. Can you tell us a little bit more about the tower? What's going on with the tower? So worry not, friends, because this is actually a psychic tower moment. This is the High Priestess, okay? So this is you having some kind of internal realization. So in the outer world, it's kind of standard. It's your outer world is going to continue as it's been for this week. It's not going to look much different, which could be good or bad, I guess. But here they're specifying that this week, and they gave me the number 7. So I don't know exactly when this is going to come through, but they said something with the number 7 or even maybe 3 for others of you, because it fluctuates depending. But this is an internal shift. This is a psychic shift. This could be they're giving me the image almost like of an elevator. So either you're gonna it's going to be something really deep within the subconscious or maybe within the higher mind. So either direction, you're going to have this unexpected realization and almost, I suppose, like an awakening. And I have said this recently, so I don't know if you fell into that group in a previous reading, but there will be this unexpected like kind of moment, which you're going to handle very well. You're going to just accept it. You're going to be like, okay, I can see now. I'm open to this. This all makes sense and does fit very well with the rest of the reading, because we did see clarity. We saw, just this shift. Remember that the shift was there for you guys. Okay. Can we have a final card, please, or message? Thank you. Okay, so yeah, as we all, we can see that this message, it really was just focused on that one particular thing, which was your inner shift. And then the final card we have here is the Empress, okay, the number 3. I feel like this is you really feeling proud of yourself for it's almost like you're looking back and looking at all of the things that you have learned, that you've achieved, that you were able to do even in the past couple of days. So like this is a little bit further into the week. You're going to feel very proud of yourself because there was this unexpected courage in a particular area of your life that maybe you were never able to have progress on, and you're like, I did it this week. Like I finally did it. So this is really something to look forward to. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, and this is super interesting. You can let me know what is going on here, if it resonated. Of course, I hope that it did, and I hope that it was helpful. If it was, feel free to subscribe. And again, if you want a personal reading with me, they should be open today or tomorrow for November, and I'll let you know in the post, the community post. Okay, so thank you guys. Have a safe week, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 2, which is howlite. So let's take a look here. Spirit, this is for group 2, howlite. What do they need to know this week? Please and thank you. Helpful messages, predictions, anything. I'm just starting with this deck. I'll use the other deck later. Spirit, can we please have a starting message for group 2? What do they need to know this week? Howlite. Thank you. Kind of feel like you're hoping for something this week. I don't usually notice this on the 10 of Swords, but I noticed this little gesture here kind of looks like you're, wishing for something. So 10 of Swords, we have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, kind of something for the future that has not worked out for you previously. So you're hoping that this is just something that will come towards you, and we'll get more information hopefully. We have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Wands. Otherwise, it looks really good. Can you give us a little more? Howlite, please. Howlite. This card also came up in the other group, and I feel like this is a collective energy lately where there's like some type of persistent struggle. For a lot of you, it could be with finances or / work, and then others of you, this definitely could be overlapping, where there could be something with maybe mental health or your mood, or something where it's just kind of keeping you in that low energy. I literally felt like the snowy energy, which is interesting with this card. So 5 of Pentacles and Cups, we have the Lovers up here, we have the 10 of Pentacles, wow, and then we have the 6 of Cups. This is totally totally opposite. I have to take a second here. This is an interesting way for the cards to come out. Okay, so as you can see, it's a mix of energy. So over here, it's almost like we're asking, what are you manifesting, right? What are you hoping for? What are you maybe being patient for, or something like that? I do feel there's a lot of success and prosperity that is relevant to you this week, or maybe this is what you're focusing on creating or something like that. And then down here, this could just simply be an underlying energy for you. Maybe this is within your subconscious, or something that kind of hits you when you're not distracted, when maybe you're just by yourself and you're starting to think of it. It could be that you're specifically thinking of a specific person or situation that is not currently like, maybe it's like you're missing it, or someone. It could be basically there's a lack of that alignment or fulfillment with this particular feeling or person, and it's present, is what I'm going to say. I don't think it's weighing you down permanently, but I do think that for this week, it's going to feel present. And maybe it's just because of reminders for many of you. Like if it has something to do with spending time with someone, or a particular event, a time of the year, there could just be some reminder. But Spirit is trying to remind you that you have come a long way, and that you have built quite a bit of prosperity in your life, balance, maybe even like loving connections in some way, maybe also with yourself. You're successful, or you are continuing to work towards that building of the stability of your success. I do feel you are grounded and safe and secure here with the Queen of Pentacles energy. This Queen of Pentacles energy is just really solid, quite earthy, basically. Solid and secure, reliable. She's feeling really like a strong foundation as well. I'm not feeling ups and downs. I'm not feeling, just like the roller coaster of emotions. I feel like this is just, again, the word keeps coming up, solid and secure. So yeah, if you do feel like this, just know that it is temporary. It's again, it's everyone's situations is different. Maybe I can get more information, but this is not going to be a permanent thing. So don't worry, this will pass. It's just something that kind of comes in waves, I suppose. I don't know what this is that you're feeling, or if you are missing someone, if it has something to do with like a lost loved one, or something like that. I do have readings for that, and I'll specifically link that below, so if you haven't seen it already. So yeah, I'll get more information right now. I just like to remind myself. Is there anything else that they need to know in their outer world? What's coming to them, or what do they need to know this week, please? Group 2, Howlite. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. I feel like there is a very good supportive energy coming to you this week. There's an energy of collaboration. Again, we have like a sense of security, but for some of you, this could begin to make you feel a little bit stuck, but not as a whole. I feel like it's more specific to something you were working on with other people, or it could be at work, or with any kind of other person collaboration thing. So just know that you might begin to feel stuck if you start to feel down. The moment that you feel down is, I think, when you're going to start to restrict yourself mentally, you know, maybe get caught up in a little bit of the negative thoughts and those concerns. So again, just know that this is temporary, and try not, I would recommend personally, try not to make any permanent decisions when you feel like this, because you're going to feel differently probably by next week, you know, or by even later into this week, depending on when this comes. It's going to pass. It's like a wave, as I said. So try not to get convinced and make that decision, because like right now, you're probably kind of thinking negative, or even the worst. Sometimes you're just like, oh, I can't do this, or it's not going anywhere. But this is totally going to change. Hear people out, I think, is one message for some people. Hear them out, try to just hear what they need to say, and just really have that open mind, because there's a lot of good ideas being exchanged this week. Just again, a good collaborative energy. Anything else that they need to know, please? The Six of Pentacles, yeah, kind of the same thing. It's just really on some level, or in one particular area of your life, it might feel really up and down. But like I said, you are the stable one. You are the one that's carrying that stable energy, which will really basically be the saving grace, I guess, or whatever, of this whole entire thing. You're the one that's carrying this solid energy. So just continue to do that. Be yourself, be grounded, allow yourself to feel grounded and secure, and it'll really make this easier, whatever's going on here. Anything else? We have the Seven of Swords. Anything about the Seven of Swords we need to know? This could just be something kind of unexpected. Try to move this over. Something unexpected that could hit you this week, but this is this is interesting. You have 777. That's nice. I love when that happens right in a row. I'm not even trying to find repeating numbers. I think it's just funny when it's an obvious message. So I don't know why this is here for you, but they gave you 777, Seven of Wands, Swords, and Cups. And then over here we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this could be something that kind of redirects you, and you're like, oh, I remember now. This was something I was supposed to do. These are my spirit guides and angels trying to communicate with me. I'm going to listen. I'm going to take them up on that offer, and I'm going to just, you know, work towards that. So this is the redirect, I think, that happens for you this week to kind of get you out of whatever slump you might have felt temporarily, and there you are. Okay, you're going to just go right back to whatever you were focusing on, or something new, even some kind of opportunity. Could have been unexpected for you totally, and just you took them up on that. Okay, and then let's get some final messages from the Sugar Skull. Just bear with me, this is a gigantic deck. Okay. Okay, it's not that big, but my hands are small. Spirit, any other final messages, please, for group number 2? Oh, wow. I love this. I mean, look at that. The Sun card. And this is probably one of the brightest cards I've seen in terms of the artwork, especially it's against a black background. So this is really nice. This is, I feel like, protection shining over you, over your life. Hopefulness. This feels like a lighthouse, you know, just like that beacon of light that is guiding you forward and letting you know that you're safe. You don't even have to look up, and you just know that you're safe, and there's no doubt about that at all. So yeah, you're being watched over. There's joy overall surrounding your life, or the opportunities for joy, happiness. Okay, what else do we need to know, please? Nice. Okay, so we have the Magician and the Ace of Wands. So these are really similar energies for me, because you can see this typically in this card, it's supposed to be a wand actually, but it's not here. But this to me is creation, manifestation, or even taking action. There's a lot of excited energy. And even though this might not necessarily happen this week. It can, but I feel like that if it doesn't happen for you this week, it'll definitely be at the beginning of next week or the cusp. This is a very excited, passionate new chapter in some way, even if you feel like it's a mini chapter where it could just be like some other task or some other idea. But this is coming, the energies are revving up to receive this, because maybe that's why you were kind of in a slump here. If that does happen, it's kind of like you needed to create space to receive this energy, and it definitely comes through, and it's definitely coming through. So they just wanted to tell you that, and you might even get a message of that from your guides. Maybe it has something to do with the repeating numbers. It doesn't have to be 7, but any kind of repeating numbers could strike you. In fact, I'm noticing it here as well, the 1 and the 1. Usually the decks don't have the number 1 on the aces, but yeah. So you have it there again. This is a really beautiful energy as well. We have the 2 of Cups. This does look like harmony. This does look like union. It looks like a very calm, peaceful conversation or connection with someone. Obviously, that's only if that really resonates with your particular situation. But either way, there is this coming together of 2 energies or souls, or just some sort of inner peace as well. So that could happen this week too. What else? What do we need to know, please? Last, final messages for group 2. Thank you. Yeah, so they're not really giving me additional messages, but they are confirming here that there will be a lot of movement. I feel like here, and this does look quite different than I'm used to, this is you kind of taking many different shots, right? Like, I guess for dreams, visions, conversations, opportunities, all kinds of things where you're just taking a different shot in many different directions. I feel like overall it's a very positive energy, and it will work out for you, and it is currently working out for you. Again, we have some type of harmony. We have a really good established connection with someone else, or, you know, as that grows, it'll come to be that connection. We have the Strength card. Again, you are supported. It's going to take some courage, but I feel like it's definitely there, and you will be able to see the results strengthen as well over time. I think I just want one more card. So just one more card, please, for group 2. I feel like your November will be very interesting, just generally. And I may do, in a couple days, I may do a reading the rest of your 2023. So, you know, only 2 months left-ish. But yeah, look out for that. So final card, we have 7 of Wands. Yeah, just keep going. I mean, like, you're standing tall in your confidence, and here it definitely feels like you're a leader. I don't know if you're doing that this week or if that has to do with your future vision, but you're standing tall and people are noticing you. Okay, so that's your final message. Really positive and hopeful reading. I hope that it helped. I hope that it resonated. You can let me know what's going on with your situation, and if it did resonate, feel free to subscribe. And as I mentioned in the intro, the personal readings, if you want a personal reading with me, the slots should be open today or tomorrow, and I'll let you know in the community section. Okay, so thank you guys. Have a very safe week, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 3, which is chrysoprase. Okay, so Spirit, this reading is for group 3. Please and thank you. What do we need to know this week? Any helpful messages for them? Spirit, what is your first message, please, for group 3? What do they need to know this week? Thank you. I definitely feel this is a collective. I mean, I know we are the collective, but when I actually see the common themes, it's really interesting. because group 2 had a similar message here, right here. Different cards, but kind of similar vibe. So we have the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay, so I'm gonna expand on this, but I feel like for some of you, just kind of like a smaller number of you, there could be some issue or perhaps strain within the family unit specifically. That's only for some of you, okay? Because obviously it's a specific message. But you know, I think that, and the way they started this reading was really hopeful. And that's another thing I've been seeing too, just like the hopefulness of this time period that we're in. I let group number 2 know that in a couple days, I hope, I'll be doing a reading for the rest of your 2023. So I know it's only 2 months, but please watch out for that because I feel like this is going to extend into that reading, okay? That's in a few days. So yeah, whatever's going on here with specifically your family unit, for those of you that this, you know, resonates, there will be a huge strike of clarity and then action taking. So this could be you taking action, probably it is, you know, but there's someone here that's taking a direct path, a direct action towards their path, or, you know, there's just a lot of courage and decisiveness as well. So let me get more information for you. And if it doesn't resonate, like the family situation, I can get more cards too. Spirit, for group number 3, what do they need to know this week? Can you tell us a little bit more information? Okay, so we have the Moon, the Hermit, the King of Cups, the 9 of Wands. So I'm not sure. I think this is just a little bit of a supporting message here that says, I feel like this is your energy or someone really close to you if you feel like this is not exactly you, but there is some deep contemplation and I think some internal battles too. Not anything that is debilitating or even defeating, but this is, I think, meant to strengthen this person, whoever is the King of Cups, overlapping energy with the Hermit. So whatever's going on with this persistent struggle, I think that what the result will be is this divine kind of clarity where it's leveling up. Because here, this is kind of like in the depths, I would say, of the person's subconscious, or there's just, again, like some repeating themes, battles, or cycles even, and it is tiring. But at the same time, this allows this person to become more resilient and a lot more, I would say, a lot wiser and just more self-reflective in a lot of ways, okay? So maybe this is talking about the inner journey a bit more than what's going on in the outer world. Let's keep going. This is a mystery here. Spirit, what do they need to know this week, please? Group number 3, chrysoprase. Okay, so again, we have another number 9. Now, I do point out the similarities of groups only if I feel it's going to resonate with you. But the same kind of thing happened with the previous group, group 2, where they got 777. Now you have 999. Now, again, I'm not really looking for these repeating numbers, but if I see that it's an obvious message for you, I will point it out, because I feel like this particular week, if you get some kind of a weird signal, you know, a sign, whatever, from the universe, please pay attention to it, because it's clearly telling us something. The vibe is different for you guys. Like here you can see you're just looking inward, you're feeling very tired, very drawn, like drawn down or something like that. And I don't know if it's affecting your sleep more than usual or something. What's the advice though, Spirit? What's going on here? This is nice. So we have the 2 of Cups and we have the 9 of Cups. If it is the case that you're contemplating some aspect of your happiness, some of you, it's with a particular vision or fulfillment in your life. Others of you, there could be an overlap with, let's say, a friend, a family member, a romantic relationship, whichever. It's very spread out, you know? If that's what you've been worrying about, I feel like you really have to take a step back for a second this week and allow Spirit to correct the path. There is a lack of alignment with a specific area of your life. Spirit is trying to fix the train tracks. They're trying to help you out, but they really haven't been able to for many of you. Maybe not all of you. I feel like it's 70 to 80% of you guys that gave me these figures at sometimes. But like, if you're the type to kind of always want answers and want control and want to steer the, whatever, like to be the one in the driver's seat all the time, then you might have to just take a step back this week, because there, again, Spirit is trying to help you out. Your guides are trying to shift everything to your favor, but you have to let them. Okay. And if you are already like surrendering to divine, that's good. Keep going. It'll really work out for you. Here you can kind of see this energy of overall abundance. Okay, specific to only this week though, what's happening? What do they need to know? Please and thank you. So before I was talking about it was specific to family. Now the rest of you, if it's not actual family unit, it could be any area of your soul, kind of like soul family members, or your own soul where you connect to other people, where you connect to a specific person. It's something within the spiritual harmony kind of realm for you. Okay, so again, here we have the Eight of Swords, which is talking about not really being able to see the full picture just yet, even though it's coming it's close. It's coming very soon. Eight of Swords, yeah, like I feel someone who's trapped, someone who feels like they're stuck, even though they're not necessarily. Okay, what do we need to know that's coming towards them in the outer world, perhaps? Yeah, holy cow, this is exactly what they were saying before. Exactly. So you can see the success that is tied to surrendering. Every time I see the Hanged Man, for the most part, my first message is that this is to surrender. And by surrendering, you are becoming enlightened and peaceful. Okay? Here we have the Six of Swords to show that you are moving on peacefully. There's some type of a beautiful, like, I guess, transitional period of your life. Some of you had the word metamorphosis with this. And you're moving on to, you know how they say greener pastures? Here it's more peaceful pastures. So yeah, that's it. I mean, that's their advice for you. Your outer world is going to look a little, everyone's going to be different. This is really more focusing on your internal journey. So I'll try to get more for you in your outer world, but this is really clear that this is just focusing on some internal struggle or ultimately balance and happiness that's happening for you. It's going to take more time though. It's going to take more time to bloom, to really flourish. But in terms of the outer messages, I still think that there will be some type of action that you're taking. Could be unexpected. I think maybe group 1 might have gotten a similar message. So again, it's this collective thing. It's really in the air, basically. And yeah, there will be some type of clarity, answers, or even, let's say, communication if that is more relevant to your situation. So let's get a little bit more and then I'll change the deck. Okay, let's see. Spirit, can you tell us anything in their outer world, what they need to know? Group 3. We have the Judgment card and the Temperance card. 2 angel messages here. Really, really nice. You have to, yeah, they said it again. You have to really closely follow your angels this week, and obviously not only this week, but there is going to be a strong call this week and possibly even next week for you to really follow where they are guiding you. It's going to be strong. It's going to be probably one of the strongest nudges you'll ever have. I have experienced this too, and trust me, yes, we do think we're going insane. It's a good feeling, actually. I don't know why I said that, but I had some strong guidance that was really unexpected and kind of scary in some areas of my life where I've gotten physically pushed by some invisible force. I was like, okay, that was weird. And then there were other days where, I think this might have been like 3 years ago in the beginning of like the COVID stuff, where I was getting like my angels or whoever was actually speaking directly to me, and I'm looking really kind of crazy just walking down the sidewalk talking to myself. And yeah, I don't normally do that, but you guys might, it might be, my point is it might be very exaggerated and just quite stronger this week, so please do not be alarmed. That's only obviously if like it's not a normal thing for you, and it's gonna just be, the word's not exaggerated only, but it's gonna, I guess, emphasized maybe. They're gonna just really come through, and they're gonna come through loudly. So I'm just giving you that warning because you might be thrown off by that, especially if you're not used to receiving signs from the universe or higher self, guides, angels, whoever this is, because they're very powerful. So please pay attention, and you have been warned. It's not a bad thing. It's just like one of those things. Spirit, any final messages for group number 3? What do they need to know this week? Whoops. Okay. You have the angel again. That's pretty crazy. And the Hanged Man. Oh my gosh. Ooh. This is really strong. So here's the Emperor. Now, this might not resonate for all of you, but look at that face, okay? This does look like a person or an energy, just, you know, an energy of a situation maybe, that is stubborn, okay? I don't know if this is you personally, it might not be, but again, they're saying the same thing. Please surrender, or this is the surrender card, but let go a little bit. It's too rigid. Like, you know, again, spirit can't do much if there's this overly strong blockage type of energy controlling the situation. And whether that's you, maybe even someone near you or something, this is relevant to your situation, and it needs to go. It needs to balance out. So yeah, do your best to surrender to the situation, which means, you know, try to surrender your fears, try to surrender your expectations, be a little bit more flexible and fluid with the universe, your guides and spirit, and saying like, I'm open to whatever you have for me, even if it's not what I expected, even if it's not what I wanted. I trust you. That's kind of the energy we're looking for. So yeah, this is really beautiful. This is a healing energy this time, okay, or more healing energy this time. I do feel like the healing will take place this week, or it will start this week, okay, so it could continue, it could extend. Any other final messages, please, for group number 3? Any other advice? This is such an interesting reading. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I personally love the signs. I don't get them a lot anymore. They only happen, I feel, more pronounced if we really need them to. Or I don't know, that's just my experience, but it'd be cool to have them again. Any final messages, please, for group 3? Okay, so we have Knight of Wands, and then we have 10 of Wands. This 10 of Wands does look pretty different than what I'm used to. I mean, first of all, there's a child in this, and it looks a lot more sorrowful than I'm used to. And then, however, I can see that at least this person can see, you know. Usually in the 10 of Wands, we can't see anything in front of us. So here we have the Knight of Wands and the 10 of Wands together, kind of the opposite energy. One is like, let's go, I'm passionate, I'm free, I have no burdens. But here it's kind of like heavy, 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 and we're looking back, okay? So be careful this week. If you want to move forward and you want to have passion and brightness and feel lighter, you're going to have to really not look backward. So try not to dwell on the past, or it could be like regrets, you know, whatever it is, like the perception of past mistakes, or just like times where you couldn't do what you wanted to do, times where you felt that you failed, you know, stuff like that. Try not to do that. If you can let go of that, which is another message of surrender, you're going to move forward really nicely, and you're going to carry this energy into November, like the whole month of November, and we'll get into that. you know, when it comes. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to leave it there because this is just really mysterious but interesting. And please let me know if it resonated, or let me know what's going on with your situation. So yeah, group 3, I hope it helped. If it did, you can feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, that should be open either today or tomorrow, and I'll let you know in the community section. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Have a safe week, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 4, which is rose quartz. Okay, so let's take a look. Spirit, this reading is for group 4, rose quartz. Please and thank you. What do they need to know this week? Thank you, thank you. Any helpful messages? Spirit, what is your first message for group number 4, rose quartz? What do they need to know this week? Okay, so we have here, it's already I guess like a mix of energy. We have the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, the 5 and the 8 of Swords, and then the World. I think this is actually speaking about some kind of an internal, I think it could be an internal conflict, an internal back and forth that you've been having, specifically with yourself and your fears or your perceived limitations. But what we're actually seeing this week is a lot more faith within spirit, divine, universe, within your guides. And I do feel that a lot of you, by the 4th day, they said something with 4, that you're going to complete a very important cycle. I don't know if this message sounds familiar. I don't ever really remember what I say in past readings, I kind of just get this amnesia. But if this is sounding familiar to you, you have already been, I guess, like notified that this is going to happen. Like the cycle is going to be completed. I do think that some of the other groups got a similar message about patterns and whatnot, but for you guys, it's a very clear indicator that the cycle is complete, or it will be. So yeah, by the number 3 or 4, so it could be, you know, whatever, like mid this week, or, you know, right on that cusp, maybe by like, I don't know, Thursday or something like that. If you're, well, it doesn't even matter when you're watching it because it's still the same. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing there. I think that it's just like they said something about your maturity and your growth. So it's just the time. If you've been working on your spiritual path, this is just the time for you to be able to break free of some of these limitations, these restrictions, these sort of like more petty, trivial battles of the 3-dimensional world, where, you know, it's stuff that is nothing to do with our spiritual or emotional development. This is more just like little hassles or things that even you deem as not important. What do we need to know this week, please, for group number 4? Some of you, the letter S might be relevant because I saw the sunflower. Please ignore that if it doesn't resonate, but some of you might have needed to hear that for whatever reason. We have here the 2 of Swords. We have the Lovers. Okay, what else do they need to know, please? Okay, 2 of Cups. Yeah, I wasn't sure, and then there I was like, okay, I'm probably sure now. Yeah, there's definitely some, it looks like excommunication, like literally excommunicated because of this. This could be for you and just like whoever is close to you in your heart and your soul. There's that connection. We have here the 7 of Wands, which could be saying something about an energy of resistance or even defiance, or just like, or maybe defensiveness or something like that. And then we have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, so now is where it starts to get confusing. Here I was like, this is all so clear to me. Here it's getting confusing because for the most part, I think there could be many of you that your energy is overlapping with someone else, or even it could be something else, but I think for the most part, for most of you, your energy is overlapping with another person, okay? That's like 85% of you. So if you're in the, you know, the other category. I suppose that this could also be, again, situational. It could be internal, but let's see. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. The Two of Cups is trying to come through to be clear and to give communication, to say, I wish to say something to you, please hear me out. I don't know who is saying that because of the overlap. And this card could be saying something like, we've done this over and over again. I'm kind of tired because we just keep fighting each other. I don't know, like, I don't know if this is resonating at all, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. Okay, so I know that this is a weekly guidance thing and we're trying to figure out this week, but this is just the energy of what you, or I guess like whoever you're connected to, might be feeling, okay? So is there advice? Is there a prediction? Is there anything that's approaching them this week? Well, this could just be talking about some kind of maybe, I guess like telepathic for some of you communication. And then with the Nine of Cups, this is good because it's showing that regardless of what you are wishing for, there will be some kind of happiness or wish fulfillment this week. Some of you, it's going to happen on Wednesday. They kind of gave me that time frame again, where I feel something's going to happen relevant to your situation that's going to make you feel a little bit happy. It's going to give you like a nice little boost of energy where you're going to be, there's going to be a smile or something like that. So some of you, if this is what you wanted, it could be like you received a sign regarding this situation or person. Maybe there's a dream involved. Something where you felt validated by divine regarding this whole entire situation. Okay, what else do we need to know, please? Okay, they kind of gave me the same message here with the Star card. So it's something very ethereal, spiritual, hopeful, and right here in this card there's a higher dimension involved too. So it confirms that it's going to be some kind of higher level message. Perhaps your guide, your higher self, someone is going to get involved, and then it's going to reach you on the three-dimensional plane and just make you feel safe, just make you feel seen and heard. So that's good. Is there anything else in the 3D that is coming towards them this week that they need to know about? So this is nice. It's a little bit of a different message. There will be something in your outer world coming through that's going to be almost like a gift to you. This could be receiving something. It could be receiving an actual material thing. It could be something with finances. It could be something at work or a related area. And it's going to be like a gift, or it can be something tangible because everybody's different. But you can see here you are receiving something. Can we know anything else? We'll get the other deck in a few. Hold on. Other than that, I mean, I would say things are looking pretty light. I know it looked a little heavy there for a second, but it's actually not going to be heavy. So we have your Queen of Cups, we have Knight of Cups, we have Page of Cups. Okay, so you can see right there, there's this nice flowing, light, peaceful energy. You can see just by the color, it looks very loving. It looks really I guess like pure and even innocent energy. Just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Try to be go with the flow. That's going to help you the most this week, is just to go with the flow, which is not easy, but it does require us to just kind of, take it moment by moment, day by day. And we're just like following the flow that is kind of obvious to us. So let's say that you're trying to make something happen and you're like, okay, it's not happening, it's not working. Just go with the flow. Where are you being led to, those of you that, I guess like some of you are more used to going with the flow than others, but if you're not used to it, just really try to relax. And that natural energy that is presented to you, it's something that we feel, I think. So just really try to feel what your intuition is guiding you towards. It's a very gentle, easygoing feeling. I suppose you can be inspired by the water element. Just watch how the waves go, and it's just very, it's literally fluid, and it's extremely peaceful. Spirit, can we have any final messages for group number 4? What do they need to know this week? Ow, gosh, these are super pointy. Okay, what do we need to know this week, please? Any final messages for group 4? Thank you. Okay, so we have the moon. What about the moon do we need to know? Could be highlighting your fears a little bit, even though I'm feeling a lot of courage coming from you. So we have the moon, and then we have the fool. So yeah, this is the sort of more risk energy here, or the courage energy here, to say that you are preparing yourself for a completely new beginning. I'm not sure how, though. You know, it could have to do with a particular goal that you've set for yourself for a while, a new venture in your life, a new beginning with an actual thing. Like, for example, you're starting a new job, you're moving to a new place. Like, it could be anything like that, or even just like mentally new. So yeah, this week I think that it's, again, the internal message is you're facing your internal, you're facing your inner fears, you're facing your uncertainties, but you are preparing yourself for that step that you're about to take. And it will be, you know, I mean, it's going to be really exciting. And I feel quite positive if you trust. That's a big word for you, trust. Trust within the universe, trust within, you know, everything with your guides, your higher self, everybody. Okay, final messages. They said right here with the 9 of Wands, be careful what you take with you. If you are not discerning about this, you're going to end up taking everything in terms of burdens, in terms of old ways of being. It could be habits, it could be old, you know, conflicts and stuff like that. Take a moment this week to really think about how you want to proceed in life. What energy do you want to carry with you, and what energy do you want to leave behind? So I know that's not as easy as like packing a suitcase and saying, I don't want to take this, I want to take this, but it's similar, you know, like just take a look at that, and then maybe you can just jot it down so that you have at least something kind of tangible. But yeah, be careful with what you carry with you. That's what they said. Okay, final message. Thank you. For group 4, thank you. Final message. There might be some distraction for you this week, so that's all right. I kind of got lost in that shuffle a few times, so there might be some distraction where you're gonna feel almost like deja vu kind of a thing, where you're getting lost in a little bubble of time. I don't know what that means, but I'm just telling you it might happen this week more than once. So this is funny because we talked about this. We have the 8 of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Wands. Oh wow, look at that. This is nice. You're really ready to go. I mean, look at that. It's kind of like a continuation, like a sequence here, because the horse, and that's not typical of the 8 of Cups. So yeah, you're really moving on, you're really moving forward, and at a certain point you're going to be so excited about it where you can feel all of the energy aligning for you, all of the sort of steps and pieces of the puzzle falling into place for you, and it's just going to completely grow to be this beautiful new journey for you. I can feel it. It's a very distinct feeling, similar to the feeling of, I guess, like a particular sunrise. I don't know. They gave me a memory. I think it might have been in summertime. you know, it's kind of like that feeling of being on summer vacation out of school, and it's like it's sunrise and there's about to be some kind of a trip or a new thing. It feels very, very specific. Okay, so that is what is still growing for you, but this is what's coming sooner, where there's going to be that separation, or um, that sort of like bookmark, and then the ending of that chapter, the beginning of the new chapter, and you can really feel that sort of that segue, that start. Okay, so I really like this energy. um Again, it's still growing. Like I said before, if I did say it, I am going to be doing a reading for the rest of the year, the rest of your 2023, very soon. So look out for that, because I definitely feel like there's going to be a message for you there. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Group 4, thank you so much. I really hope that this was helpful. Please let me know what's going on, or if it resonated. And if it did, you can subscribe. And if you want a personal reading from me, slots for November should be open soon, maybe today or tomorrow. And I'll let you know in the community section. Okay, so thank you once again. Have a very safe week, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.